Happy Sunday to you all. Happy Sunday. Greeting to you all according to the locations where they watch this Ogbonge broadcast from. Welcome to the chamber of the biggest platform on the full Scandinavia. I greet every one of you. Thank you for coming. Please share this video. Una know as we dey do am. How many people go church today?
Share this video. Share. Invite your friends. Share, like, and share this video, everybody. Invite your friends, your loved ones. Let them come. Share. Just keep on sharing and like, and then we'll take it up from there. Olakoko, if you are ready, continue.
My people, make una help me go call Chris Nehikhare. Make una call Chris Nehikhare. Make una call and come. Okay, make una help us call and come. Una know say Pastor go Arise TV. Since when our principal go Arise TV, he let people know say the government of the day not do anything for Oriomo. This Chris Nehikhare ni amwe koe adie Oriomo. Oh na we no work polosena. This one commissioner to Obaseki. Now they come ahead, they come they challenge pastor, say what pastor talk. Na so he pastor not talking. Na so he not talking like this, he not talking like this. Ono wa ungbe una no ya. You go na hear to the no agbo no we Christian no get high. I beg una share this video because this man na Obaseki commissioner. Please share. Let me play the video for una. Make una know the reason why we can't respond to this Christian Nehikhare. Please share this video, everyone, and happy Sunday to every one of you. Thank you for coming. Please share this video. Share.
Yeah.
Right where you are watching from. If you are go church today, make una put down for comments.
I wanted to ask you about zoning.
Yes, sir.
You are from Edo South. The people of Edo South have had opportunities to be governor in Edo State. Why do you think that someone from Edo South should be the person now, particularly as Edo Central people? Specifically, the Esan people are saying that it's their turn this time around. Not Edo North, not Edo South. What do you say to that?
I think that is a very valid question that you have asked. And for me, I believe that any person from any part of the state, they have a right to be governor. But let me just tell you the facts. There's no senatorial, to be honest, that has not produced governor one time or the other. You might be saying you've not had it long enough, but we cannot compare our place to a place like Benue, for example, where a particular group for the past 47 years have dominated who is governor. That's not the situation in Edo. In Edo South people, like you rightly said, have been governor. Edo North people have been governor. Edo Central people have been governor. That is clear. But I can also tell you that in all of this, let's not generalize by just talking about senatorial district. When you break it down, you will find out that there are certain persons really who have never had the opportunity to be governor. For example, the Onwan people, they are part of Edo State. They have 2 local governments. But because they are submerged in Edo North, you might say Edo North has had governor. But Oshomole that was governor is from Isako that has 3 local governments. 2 local governments belong to the Onwans. Brilliant people, very hardworking, they've never had governor. Akoko Edo is also there, one of the oldest local governments that have never been split in this country, and yet they've never had governor. Now, in Edo South, where I come from, we have 7 local governments. And when people say Edo South has had governor, they just forget that we have 7 local governments. Oredo, where is the capital? That is where Obaseki comes from. That's where Loki Gbenedion came from. And that's where Ogbemudia was most of the time. I come from Oriomo. Oriomo is the rural area of Edo South. We have never had governor. We have never had a minister. We have never had a senator. We have never had a speaker. We have never had a chairman of a party. We have no light. We have no water. We have no hospital. We have no institution of higher learning. None of them. And yet, Odioma, where I come from, has the largest land mass in the state, has the highest gas deposit in the entire country. Odioma, where I come from. We have never had any this. Yes, area, with due respect to them, they have had 5 ministers of the Federal Republic of Nigeria back to back. They have had numerous speakers of the House of Assembly. They have had chairmen of parties. They have even had governor. They have called the entitled to a senator. But we, because we are in Edo South, we have never had the opportunity to even produce a senator. We have never had, a minister. We have never had a governor. Do you really believe, if you are talking about fairness, a local government like that where I come from should be excluded? Let's be fair. You are a fair man. You look at it. My people are also Edo people. Don't you think they have a right to say we cannot continue like this? There's no light. There's nowhere in a land or in a donut where you don't have light. There's no light in my place. I have taken 2 transformers there, and yet there's no light because we cannot connect. We don't have the resources to be able to put it together. Okay. I come from a place like that. Do you think it is fair for me to come from a place like that and you tell me, oh, Edo South? Which Edo South are you talking about? Edo South, for crying out loud, has over 58% of the population. Okay. But in that Edo South, you have Oredo, you have Kobaka. These are the urban areas of Edo South. Pastor. So when you say Edo South, you just generalize, you lump us, among them, and just think that, oh, it's not fair. Do you know where I come from? Okay. Where I come from, we are suffering.
Okay, Pastor.
But in any event, let me tell you this. I am not against. If my party tomorrow decides to zone and say they are zoning to a particular place, that's the party prerogative.
Okay.
Whoever they want to bring out support the person. But as long as it is free for all, my people also want to have a governor. Okay. And that will be an Edo governor, not an Oriomo governor or an Edo South governor. Okay,
on that note, Pastor Izeyamo, we would like to thank you very much for joining us on the morning show. Quickly, I wanted to ask you about zoning.
Yes, sir.
You are from Edo South. The people of Edo South have had opportunities to be governor in Edo State. Why do you think that someone from Edo South should be the person now, particularly as Edo Central people, specifically the Esan people, are saying that it's their turn this time around, not Edo North, not Edo South? What do you say to that?
I think that is a very valid question that you have asked. And for me, I believe that any person from any part of the state, they have a right to be governor. But let me just tell you the facts. There's no senatorial, to be honest, that has not produced governor one time or the other. You might be saying you've not had it long enough, but we cannot compare our place to a place like Benue, for example, where a particular group for the past 47 years have dominated who is governor. That's not the situation in Edo. In Edo South people, like you rightly said, have been governor. Edo North people have been governor. Edo Central people have been governor. That is clear. But I can also tell you that in all of this, let's not generalize by just talking about senatorial district. When you break it down, you will find out that there are certain persons really who have never had the opportunity to be governor. For example, the Onwa people, they are part of Edo State. They have 2 local governments. But because they are submerged in Edo North, you might say, Edo North has had governor. But Oshomole that was governor is from Isako that has 3 local governments. 2 local governments belong to the Onwas. Brilliant people, very hardworking, they've never had governor. Akoko Edo is also there, one of the oldest local governments that have never been split in this country, and yet they've never had governor. Now in Edo South, where I come from, we have 7 local governments. And when people say Edo South has had governor, they just forget that we have 7 local governments. Oredo, where is the capital? That is where Obaseki comes from. That's where Loki Gbenedion came from. And that's where Ogbemudia was most of the time. I come from Oriomo. Oriomo is the rural area of Edo South. We have never had governor. We have never had a minister. We have never had a senator. We have never had a speaker. We have never had a chairman of a party. We have no light. We have no water. We have no hospital. We have no institution of higher learning. None of them. And yet, Oriomo, where I come from, has the largest land mass in the states, has the highest gas deposit in the entire country. Oriomo, where I come from. We have never had any this. Esan area, with due respect to them, they have had 5 ministers of the Federal Republic of Nigeria back to back. They have had numerous speakers of the House of Assembly. They have had chairmen of parties. They have even had governor. They have called the entitled to a senator. But we, because we are in Edo South, we have never had the opportunity to even produce a senator. We have never had, a minister. We have never had a governor. Do you really believe, if you are talking about fairness, a local government like that where I come from should be excluded? Let's be fair. You are a fair man. You look at it. My people are also Edo people. Don't you think they have a right to say we cannot continue like this? There's no light. There's nowhere in a land or in a donut where you don't have light. There's no light in my place. I have taken 2 transformers there, and yet there's no light because we cannot connect. We don't have the resources to be able to put it together. I come from a place like that. Do you think it is fair for me to come from a place like that and you tell me, oh, Edo South? Which Edo South are you talking about? Edo South, for crying out loud, has over 58% of the population. Okay. But in that Edo South, you have Oredo, you have a Kobaka. These are the urban areas of Edo South. Pastor. So when you say Edo South, you just generalize, you lump us, among them, and just think that, oh, it's not fair. Do you know where I come from? Where I come from, we are suffering.
Okay, Pastor.
But let me tell you this, I am not against. If my party tomorrow decides to zone and say they are zoning to a particular place, that's the party prerogative.
Okay.
Whoever they want to bring out support the person. But as long as it is free for all, my people also want to have a governor. Okay. And that will be an Edo governor, not an Oriomo governor or an Edo South governor.
Okay, on that note, Pastor Iseyamo, we would like to thank you very much for joining us on the morning show.
All right. Please, whoever is watching, share this video, invite your friends. I want you to go and invite Edo State Commissioner for Information and Communication, Chris Nehikhare. Please, everybody, go and invite him, share this video to him, that there is a message for him. Now, Pastor Sage Iseyamo, our principal, who is running for the governorship election of Edo State 2023/2024, went to Arise TV a few days ago, and he made a note of the video we just played to you people just now, that Oriomo, where it came from. I am from Oriomo. And so Pastor Sage Iseyamo is also from Oriomo. I don't think he will be lying. And Chris Nehikhare, this very commissioner for information, is also from Oriomo. He's a son of Oriomo as well. Pastor Sage Iseyamo made it very clear that Oriomo has never had governor since the existence of Edo State. That Oriomo has never had a senator. He made it very clear that Oriomo has no light. There is no light in Oriomo. He also made it very clear that there is also no hospital facilities in Oriomo. He said Oriomo has never had a minister. He said Oriomo has never had a speaker of Edo State House of Assembly, not to talk of the national. He went further to emphasize that Oriomo has the largest gas deposit in the whole of the nation, but the truth is in the whole of Africa. And then he also went further to say, Oriomo also has the largest landmark in any local government in Edo State. Yet, nothing has been given to Oriomo. Oriomo has been marginalized. And I don't see any lie in what Pastor Sage Iseyamo said. I don't see any iota of lie in what he said. He said the truth. When you go to Oriomo, you will even see that there is no road to Oriomo. It's difficult to even get to Oriomo. Pastor Sage Iseyamo was fighting for the people of Oriomo. He said if we want to talk about zoning, Oriomo people, he said his people also have a right to agitate and say they also want to have their governor. Because if you look at Esan that you are talking about, they have had governor Ambrusali. They have had 5 ministers. They have had 5 vice presidents. If you look at Oredo has had governor. If you look at Ovia is where Delco is from. They have had governor Ogbemudia and Loki Gbenedion. Oredo has had Oyegun. They have had governor. Esa has had Osarieme Osumbo and Ambrusali. It's only Oriomo that has not had, plus Owa Onwa is the other side of a donut. He made it clear that Oriomo is completely abandoned. And I expect the Commissioner for Information of Edo State, Chris Nehikhare, Commissioner of Information of Edo State, Chris Nehikhare, go and call him. You should come and listen. I expect him. He's in Obaseki government. He's a commissioner in Obaseki government. This very man that you are seeing his picture here. I expect him to go back to Arise News or channel. Chris Nehikhare, I am inviting you to Arise News now. I am inviting you to channels. Channels say they are calling you, they are inviting you for interview. Now, between a week or 2 weeks, Chris Nehikhare, please gather all your evidence, go to channels. Go to Arise News, they are calling you. Go and debunk what Pastor Sage Zeyamu said there with evidence. I expect you, as Minister of Information, to go to Channels TV or Arise TV to go and debunk what Pastor Sage Zeyamu said that you think is a lie. He didn't do it because he knows that everything Pastor Sage Zeyamu said is the truth. Chris Nehikhare did not do. Do you know what he did? He began to write letters online. Since the past 4 days or 5 days, that Pastor Sage Zeyamu went to Arise TV, Chris Nehikhare have been writing letters online. It's not true. They say that he is not good, but he knows that he is good. It's not true. What Pastor Sage Zeyamu said. Obaseki has worked heavily in Oriomo. Not 1 letter, not 2 letters, not 3, 4, 5, 6. He has been writing letter upon letter. He to the extent he left letter and began to attack the person of Pastor Sage Zeyamu. Was that the point that day? Did pastor insult anybody in that interview? No. He only went there to say that Oriomo, he was talking about his local government. Oriomo is marginalized. They don't do anything in Oriomo. All these governors, they come and go. They have abandoned Oriomo completely. That's the only thing he said. But what did they do? Chris Nehikhare began to write letter upon letter. Began to write letter upon letter. Began to write letter upon letter. And what Pastor Sage Zeyamu say in Arise TV, we are not saying you should write letters, sir. Commissioner for Information. Since you are the one informing the public, show us what Obaseki has done in Oriomo. Show to us that what Pastor said, bring evidence, show us the road. As we speak, Oriomo has no ATM machine where they withdraw money. Oriomo don't have. Oriomo has no bank. In the whole of Oriomo, there is no bank. Oriomo is still like a village, and yet it has the largest gas deposit in the whole of Nigeria. Very rich local government, yet abandoned. No water in Oriomo, no hospital. We were expecting Chris Nehikhare as a commissioner for information. Maybe you are to inform us about the things we don't know. Maybe he's the one to tell us what we don't know. Maybe there are some things that they have done that we don't know. Maybe pastor don't know. Because we know that pastor went to Oriomo just 2 weeks ago. He was there to go and campaign. He sang a popular song there. So maybe there are things pastor did not see. We expect Chris Nehikhare to show us the things we don't know, or to inform us, or to bring out not just pictures, show us video, or even send people there to say, go there and do video, go to Arise TV, go to channels, and say you want to debunk what pastor said that day, that pastor is lying, you are the one saying the truth, that this is the truth, that pastor don't know what he's saying. We are inviting you to channels, go and prove it. But you see, you will not go. I prove it to you, Chris Nehikhare, you will not go. And even if you go, now, as at this point, you are going by my invitation. If I see you on channels now to 1 week or Arise TV, I am the one that sent you there. It's Bishop Desmond Sazua that sent you there. You are going by my invitation now. The credit will go to me. Now, but I doubt if you will go. Because if you go, you need to go with evidence. You will not go. Do you know why? You have no evidence of any work that has been done in Orion. That is the truth. You have no evidence of any work that have been done in Orion. If you have evidence of work done in Orion, show to the whole world. But there is no work. That is to say, your government failed those people. Your government, because you are a commissioner there. Your government failed those people. Your government disappointed those people. Your government has put tears in the eye of Edo people. 8 years of governance. 8 years of, and you are a commissioner in this government. You are an Oriomo son. The painful part is that I put a picture is that Chris Nehikhare came from Oriomo. This man came from Oriomo. Yet your people, there is nothing you have done in Oriomo. And somebody came out and shouted that Oriomo is still a village. After many years of different governor in Edo, another son of Oriomo, Pastor Sage Zeyam, came out to tell the whole world that Oriomo deserves to have a governor. And he is ready to be that governor. Instead of you to say we will do better, instead of you to say we will try our best, instead of you to say we will do our best to better the situation, you went further and began to attack pastor. You were attacking Pastor Sage Zeyamu. Please put pastor picture there, because pastor is a good man. You went and attacked Pastor Chris Nehikhare. You began to write letters against him, that what he said is not correct, what he said is not true. You prove us wrong. Chris Nehikhare proved the whole world wrong, that what pastor said is not true in Arise TV. Oriomo, they don't have school. There is no school in Oriomo. There is no hospital, yet Oriomo has government send billions to Edo State every year concerning Oriomo. Yet you people don't do anything in Oriomo. There is nothing. Show me one thing you people have commissioned in Oriomo. Nothing. And then you say Pastor Sage Zeyamu should not talk, that what he's saying is not true. I prove it to you that pastor is saying the truth. I prove it to you that Pastor Sage Zeyamu spoke very well. I prove it to you that Pastor Sage Zeyamu spoke the truth in Tanesh. And if you have any in Arise TV, if you have anything else to say, if you have anything else against it, come and tell the whole world. Chris Nehikhare, we are waiting for you. Come and tell the whole world that what Pastor Sage Zeyamu said is not true. We expect you to be able to tell the whole world that what we are saying here is not true. But you cannot say it. Do you know why? Because everything that is said is true. You don't care about Oriomo. You don't care about where you came from. All you care about is your pocket. You are hoping that one day you will also run for governor. Is that not what you are thinking? So that you go and loot the oil gas in Oriomo. What a shame. An illustrious son of Oriomo like you cannot do anything in Oriomo. You have not done anything in Oriomo. Not one thing, not even a filling station, not even a help. The children of Oriomo are suffering. Pastor Sage Zeyamu said it very loud. He said, my people, he said, the people of Oriomo, the people, they are suffering. And you that is a commissioner, what did you do? Instead of you to say, Kai, this thing is true, what did you do? You went and you started writing letter upon letter. All your letter, nobody can read it again. They are too long. You wrote over 5 letters. I've tried to read, I could not finish any of them. They are too long. You are talking irrelevant thing. You said Ogemonyi was minister. Ogemonyi was minister for how long? Ogemonyi was minister for how long? For less than 1 year. They removed him. Ogemonyi was from Orion. Odubu was deputy governor. That is the highest Orion has ever had. A deputy governor. What else again is in Oriomo? Nothing. No minister, no senator, nothing. Nothing has ever gone to. Yet Oriomo is one of the oldest local of Edo State. Oriomo is where our royal father village is from. But yet you people neglect it. You people disregard Oriomo. All of you are waiting to harness the gas that is in Oriomo. You want to turn it like the way a Niger Delta is. A place that is not looked after. But yet, you people are asking that Oriomo people should vote for you. All of you go to Oriomo to go and campaign. You will campaign. I also saw Igodalo Ascende in one day. He's campaigning. He's campaigning. All of them, they are campaigning in Oriomo. Denko, Agba, all of them, they're gone there. Even Osomole went there. Obaseki, all the governors, they all went there. But none of them have done anything for Oriomo. And one of the highest vote comes from Oriomo. Oriomo people, they are very hardworking. They vote. They are the people, in fact, the vote that comes from Oriomo is very huge. It's very huge, one of the highest of populations in Edo State. Yet you people don't give Oriomo anything. Nobody have put a bueho in Oriomo. None of you have done anything in Oriomo that one can say, this is what they have done for Oriomo. None of you. All of you, you are there attacking the personality of pastor. What did pastor say now that is not true? What did Pastor Sagezeyamu said that is not true? Chris Nehikhare, Commissioner for Information and come and tell the whole world. I know you are listening to this video already. Come and tell us what Pastor Sagezeyamu said that is not true. Are there hospitals in Oriomo? No, there are not. Are there schools in Oriomo? No. Is there university in Oriomo? No. There is nothing in Oriomo. The people, if you even find any school there, the people built it by themselves. The people struggled by themselves. The children of Oriomo, they work hard for themselves. You people abandoned Oriomo. You didn't do anything in Oriomo. And yet, every 4 years, you will go to Oriomo and campaign. We will do road. We will do this. When you are going to Oriomo, the road is not good. The road to Oriomo is not good. Yet, Edo State has a governor. Edo State has a governor that don't care about Oriomo. I prove it to you, Chris Nehikhare, and I call you to order that you cannot go to Arise TV. I challenge you to go to Arise TV. Don't waste time. Just go. It's easy for you people. You people have the money to pay. Book appointment and tell the whole world you are going to Arise TV to debunk what pastor said. You will not go. Do you know why? Because you know that everything pastor said is true. You cannot go to Arise TV with any. Be that even with your power of commissioner, you were able to attract some small things to Oriomo. But what are you doing? You don't care. Even they said, oh my God, in the letter they said, Ogele, do you know that in the many letters they wrote, they said that the father, Chris Nehikhare father house, that the father gave to him in Oriomo. They said Chris Nehikhare abandoned the father's house in Oriomo. He did not build it. You are a commissioner, you have money. Even your father's house that your father gave to you in Oriomo, you did not build it. You abandoned it. You allow it to become a rotting house. That's what they wrote in the letter. I don't have time to read the letter. It's too long. There are too many. You are writing, and POI people are also writing back. They say even your own father's house in Oriomo, you did not build it. You left it there to die. You left it there. So how can a man be so wicked? That you people are only thinking already. You said in the letter that Godwin Obaseki did many things in Oriomo. I am inviting you to channels. Not in 2 weeks or not in 1 week. Go and tell the whole world. Go and tell the whole world that this is what you did in Oriomo. This is what Godwin Obaseki government did in Oriomo. Chris Nehikhare, I am inviting you to Arise TV. Carry evidence, take pictures, not fake pictures, not scam pictures, not wayo pictures, not digitally cooked pictures, real pictures. Take videos to Arise TV, pay them for 30 minutes. Tell them that the first 10 minutes they should play all the things Obaseki have done. I'm giving you idea. Take this Pastor Sagezeyamu picture down. I want to talk to Nehikhare direct. I want you to look at my face. Please help me take it down. I want to talk to him direct. I want to advise him. Since he don't know how to go to television, I want to give him idea and pattern. I want to give him ways to do it so that he can know how to do it. When you get to Arise TV, sir, do you know what you do when you get to Arise TV? You will, when you get there, you will, even this one, take this one off. Let me talk to him. Take this Chris Nehikhare, let me tell him something. Yes, I want to talk to him direct. When you get to Arise TV, sir, do you know what you do? You will buy 30 minutes of their airtime. 30 minutes, don't let it be too long, so that everybody will hear what you have to say. Pastor Sage Izeyamu was there for like 20-something minutes. It was not too long, but he was able to pass his message across. Why? Because he's a good communicator. Do you know what you're doing? For 30 minutes, you will go and do video of all the project you and Obaseki did in Orion, because you have been writing letter upon letter that in Orion you did this. Okay, you go and do video of all the projects you people do in Orion for 10 minutes. They will help you arrange the video, editing, real video, not fake ones. You will show the street, the address. You will go there, you go and point it. You will tell everybody this is what your government did in Orion. For 10 minutes, inside the 30 minutes, Arise TV will play it. For 10 minutes, then you will use the other 20 minutes to explain to us. Let's see if you can debunk Pastor, but you cannot. Why? Because Pastor Sage Izeyamu said nothing but the truth. You people have abandoned governance in Edo State. He said nothing but the truth, complete truth. Nothing but the complete truth. That is what Pastor said. You people have made governance look like a wicked thing. You have made governance look as if God must come from heaven before you do it. You have made governance look as if the people did not vote for you. No, they did not vote. You have made governance look as if the people never responded. The people did not give you their vote. That's how you make governance look like. You have made governance look as if the people did not go on the queue to vote for you. But only you people had the vote by yourself. Why are you people wicked with governance? The people voted for you to govern them. You have made life difficult for the people. No road, no school, no water, no hospital, no light, nothing. The people are managing. Are you having a call? The people are managing.
Go ahead.
Okay. The people are managing by themselves. I want to invite you again to play that pastor video again for those who have not heard it. Maybe they didn't hear, they are just coming and they don't know what we are saying. You can listen to the
quickly.
video.
I wanted to ask you about zoning.
Yes, sir.
You are from Edo South. The people of Edo South have had opportunities to be governor in Edo State. Why do you think that someone from Edo South should be the person now, particularly as Edo Central people, specifically the Esan people, are saying that it's their turn this time around? Not Edo North, not Edo South. What do you say to that?
I think that is a very valid question that you have asked. And for me, I believe that any person from any part of the state, they have a right to be governor. But let me just tell you the facts. There's no senatorial, to be honest, that has not produced governor one time or the other. You might be saying you've not had it long enough, but we cannot compare our place to a place like Benue, for example, where a particular group for the past 47 years have dominated who is governor. That's not the situation in Edo. In Edo South people, like you rightly said, have been governor. Edo North people have been governor. Edo Central people have been governor. That is clear. But I can also tell you that in all of this, let's not generalize by just talking about senatorial district. When you break it down, you will find out that there are certain persons really who have never had the opportunity to be governor. For example, the Onwan people, they are part of Edo State. They have 2 local governments. But because they are submerged in Edo North, you might say Edo North has had governor. But Oshomole that was governor is from Isako that has 3 local governments. 2 local governments belong to the Onwans. Brilliant people, very hardworking, they've never had governor. Akoko Edo is also there, one of the oldest local governments that have never been split in this country, and yet they've never had governor. Now, in Edo South, where I come from, we have 7 local governments. And when people say Edo South has had governor, they just forget that we have 7 local governments. Oredo, where is the capital? That is where Obaseki comes from. That's where Lucky Gbinedion came from. And that's where Ogbemudia was most of the time. I come from Oriomo. Oriomo is the rural area of Edo South. We have never had governor. We have never had the minister, we have never had a senator, we have never had a speaker, we have never had the chairman of a party, we have no light, we have no water, we have no hospital, we have no institution of higher learning, none of them. And yet, Odioma, where I come from, has the largest land mass in the state, has the highest gas deposit in the entire country. Odioma, where I come from. We have never had any this. Yes, an area with due respect to them. They have had 5 ministers of the Federal Republic of Nigeria back to back. They have had numerous speakers of the House of Assembly. They have had chairmen of parties. They have even had governor. They have called, they are entitled to a senator. But we, because we are in Edo South, we have never had the opportunity to even produce a senator. We have never had, a minister. We have never had a governor. Do you really believe, if you are talking about fairness, a local government like that where I come from should be excluded? Let's be fair. You are a fair man. You look at it. My people are also Edo people. Don't you think they have a right to say we cannot continue like this? There's no light. There's nowhere in a land or in a donut where you don't have light. There's no light in my place. I have taken 2 transformers there, and yet there's no light because we cannot connect. We don't have the resources to be able to put it together. Okay. I come from a place like that. Do you think it is fair for me to come from a place like that and you tell me, oh, Edo South? Which Edo South are you talking about? Edo South, for crying out loud, has over 58% of the population. Okay. But in that Edo South, you have Oredo, you have a Kobaka. These are the urban areas of Edo South. Pastor. So when you say Edo South, you just generalize, you lump us, among them, and just think that, oh, it's not fair. Do you know where I come from? Okay. Where I come from, we are suffering.
Okay, Pastor.
But in any event, let me tell you this. I am not against. If my party tomorrow decides to zone and say they are zoning to a particular place, that's the party prerogative.
Okay.
Whoever they want to bring out support the person. But as long as it is free for all, my people also want to have a governor. Okay. And that will be an Edo governor, not an Odioma governor or an Edo South governor.
Okay, on that note, Pastor Izeyamo, we would like to thank you very much for joining us on the morning show. Ask you about zoning.
Yes, sir.
You are from Edo South. The people of Edo South have had opportunities to be governor in Edo State. Why do you think that someone from Edo South should be the person now, particularly as Edo Central people, YouTube, specifically the Esan people, are saying that...
Share this video from YouTube to WhatsApp. Let me pick it from there. Go ahead. Play on.
It's their turn this time around. Not Edo North, not Edo South. What do you say to that?
I think that is a very valid question that you have asked. And for me, I believe that any person from any part of the state, they have a right to be governor. But let me just tell you the facts. There's no senatorial, to be honest, that has not produced governor one time or the other. You might be saying you've not had it long enough, but we cannot compare our place to a place like Benue, for example, where a particular group for the past 47 years have dominated who is governor. That's not the situation in Edo. In Edo South people, like you rightly said, have been governor. Edo North people have been governor. Edo Central people have been governor. That is clear. But I can also tell you that in all of this, let's not generalize by just talking about senatorial district. When you break it down, you will find out that there are certain persons really who have never had the opportunity to be governor. For example, the Onwa people, they are part of Edo State. They have 2 local governments. But because they are submerged in Edo North, you might say Edo North has had governor, But Oshomole that was governor is from Isako that has 3 local governments. 2 local governments belong to the Onwas. Brilliant people, very hardworking. They've never had governor. Akoko Edo is also there, one of the oldest local governments that have never been split in this country, and yet they've never had governor. Now in Edo South, where I come from, we have 7 local governments. And when people say Edo South has had governor, they just forget that we have 7 local governments. Oredo, where is the capital? That is where Obaseki comes from. That's where Loki Gbenedion came from. And that's where Ogbemudia was most of the time. I come from Oriomo. Oriomo is the rural area of Edo South. We have never had governor. We have never had a minister. We have never had a senator. We have never had a speaker. We have never had a chairman of a party. We have no light. We have no water. We have no hospital. We have no institution of higher learning. None of them. And yet, Odioma, where I come from, has the largest land mass in the state, has the highest gas deposit in the entire country. Odioma, where I come from. We have never had any this. Yes, our area, with due respect to them, they have had 5 ministers of the Federal Republic of Nigeria back to back. They have had numerous speakers of the House of Assembly. They have had chairmen of parties. They have even had governor. They have called the entitled to a senator. But we, because we are in Edo South, we have never had the opportunity to even produce a senator. We have never had, a minister. We have never had a governor. Do you really believe, if you are talking about fairness, a local government like that where I come from should be excluded? Let's be fair. You are a fair man. You look at it. My people are also Edo people. Don't you think they have a right to say we cannot continue like this? There's no light. There's nowhere in a land or in a donut where you don't have light. There's no light in my place. I have taken 2 transformers there, and yet there's no light because we cannot connect. We don't have the resources to be able to put it together. Okay. I come from a place like that. Do you think it is fair for me to come from a place like that and you tell me, oh, Edo South? Which Edo South are you talking about? Edo South, for crying out loud, has over 58% of the population. Okay. But in that Edo South, you have Oredo, you have Kobaka. These are the urban areas of Edo South. Pastor. So when you say Edo South, you just generalize, you lump us, among them, and just think that, oh, it's not fair. Do you know where I come from? Okay. Where I come from, we are suffering.
Okay, Pastor.
But in any event, let me tell you this: I am not against. If my party tomorrow decides to zone and say they are zoning to a particular place, that's the party prerogative.
Okay.
Whoever they want to bring out, support the person. But as long as it is free for all, my people also want to have a governor. Okay. And that will be an Edo governor, not an Oriomo governor or an Edo South governor.
Okay, on that note, Pastor Izeyamo, we would like to thank you very much for joining us on the morning show.
Why is it talo ye?
All right.
Go ahead.
Why
is your talo yo egbe?
Yeah.
Okay, now, why are not done even in Pastor Tanania? Will not carry or guancan. Or why am I winner? The government in my women rock by year will you or my winner, Upero, hospital, even your decan, MTN, ATM machine. ATM machine of your own pan wahidi. ATM machine, Aerodiomo. Well, the ATM machine. Only meaning when bank never. Hospital, a pastor, no solo bagi agbongo ize ya mo ige no cow. Ove do go away ah. Give me no see oriomo na no oriomo. Oriomo gasi ye. Emi na ya bishop we Nigeria ni ya lo Abuja. Oriomo wa ya do ya baligo. What ekin wa ya bale ni go wa ma develop ba. O pase ki me oriomo re. Now, a person on second of his yamu way, every year now gave me no your born in Nigeria. Giving off your warrior. I owe not tell a jam giving ye. Go every year now. At least a governor may kevare, Matano, a deputy governor of Kevare Dubu. Or even a deputy governor. On you push and start the deputy governor. I don't know. Pagbe. Can I lie obo off your way? So I can't even.
Not go 45 years. Not go 45 years in America. Odubu spent 45 years in America. However,
America. Are you part of America? What is America?
America not just go on with doctor. A real doctor.
Why is he had to put here? What I do, I want to have for who will be behind. America school. Now, okay, now when you're a Christian, no one, no way, a managi lona. And now, wow, double your man, down. A pastor said, yes, I am going when who done a root. On a man go on area man. Wa gbe o make is okay, pastor we be rock by no. Why is it talent ye Chris nu hu dan agbe? Na imase na.
I believe.
Letter because pastor kita mo we na we ya ge we no say ya muta o ya lati o ya go we no ya gwegwa we pastor o to gbu e who done work bolosena anyway ya re no for 40,000 every month wa sungu abat e go no ya dey ticket ye UK ye Nigeria is millions no get la oro we no wa you don't wa ye you go no ma say na ye nu e we do ya Africa get pastor we ma say na we governor no we na e ma say na no we to ato na o yoro Ogiero. Oh, come anyway, in a commissioner. Then when I will be una Uzuawagbo, get to know for of one ya fair.
Are you talking? Like a party. Ori like a party, origin party, ave party Benedion.
No, what are you doing? Please, let me try this over. We're going to develop. We're going to
okay, let's go ahead. I'll try. Okay, let me say so. Go ahead, my brother. Go on. Okay.
There is something I want to quickly say here. You see, Nehikhare opinion water is his own opinion. It's not the opinion of only one people.
Yeah.
Because you see, I always tell people, project, you cannot hide projects. There is no way you can hide project. If you develop your community, the development must reflect in the life of the people there. I will develop what we have been there. You see, a reply is a commissioner for information for Obaseki. So he must do his work. Now make it where yes, he must defend his principle. Because Izeyamu is from Orion. You are from Orion. What Izeyamu said is not a bad thing. Izeyamu want the betterment of Orion. That is why he speak out that there is no development in Orion. You are occupying an office now, a commissioner under under PDP, a commissioner who can even attract a project to his own community. Is that a commissioner? No. These are the things. Governor cannot do it all. The functions of commissioners is to create awareness for the governor. Governor, this area is not being touched. We need to come to this area. You guys are not doing it. You guys, you go to Agua Munuwa or Wayagwa office. You don't even mean well for the people. You are a commissioner. A commissioner will attract a project in here where what you can attract a project.
I want we are run for governor after some years.
So tomorrow that you will just wake up and say you want to become the governor of Edo State. When you were a commissioner, you could not attract any project that your people will benefit from. How would your people support you? Sometimes my uncle to get Oshomole, there are difference between Oshomole and Edo South people. And what am I you see all those Edo North. Here our office, here a quarter year. That's the truth. Man, Edo South occupy office. My yekiri makere. Oshomole today no the near Barawidi. Oshomole while governor, on attracted university area will be able to Obaseki is a governor. He's from Edo South. He could not build one university in Orion or Wote or even Polytechnic. We need to be saying, telling ourselves the facts. If you do our occupy office, a neck behind a Kenyan carry, Odubu was a deputy governor. Odubu attract Ogwetion to Uronigbe. But Ishaibu was a deputy governor. A king in Oka, one by Paras in the Shabu body. One by Paras in Opponent. I get to your boy. A Paras in Omosegu. We're not billions in Azaiba. A Shaibu boy. And then case a palace in Shaibu was there. He built it. But a Dubuna deputy governor, Ironique. So what are we saying? Job people have to change their mindset. Try to use that office to develop your area. Attract a development to your community. Is right, and you are from a region of oil and gas. There is no development in your region. Who do I a write-up? A write-up in my area. You're supposed to be ashamed of yourself. It's a time you will ask your people where. Now election is coming. What am I going to tell my Orion people? To support my principal. Then we get them in Orion. When do you know why the politicians they are not caring to attract development to their various community or various local government? When the election is coming, they will put money in their bag. They use money to buy people. But we are not advising that those people, it's time for them to collect that money and vote their conscience. Because the money they are sharing does not belong to them. It's the state money. It's me and you money.
Exactly.
Why me and you why the people why I voted conscience work? Because only they believe. Taking you believe you keep your money. Deceive you do.
Yeah.
If you collect that money from him and voted for his candidate, you will suffer for another 4 years. Because it means he paid for that election. Also, any other punish you were here. Actually, the people in Edo State. The money Obaseki spent in the last election was a huge amount of money. He paid for it. I pay yo. When you was here, he paid his way to become a governor. That is why the women were associated never listen to you people. Because he had office in it. But at the time somebody have invested money in an office, we are going to develop a Umio. When they don't borrow, you go with banker, he's going to pay back. Why? You guys don't know. These politicians, most of them, they are loans. Hey, I'm well loan. You are on election. Yeah, we go in there. They will share the money for you people. You will say, this man is good. Or and you will suffer for 4 years. Chris Nehikhare, who is a commissioner for information, who could not even attract one mentality to his own region, the other mentality, or one community bank to Orion. Is that a commissioner? Community bank where people will go and have access to ATM. If you know they have to come to Benin. Is that not said bad?
A commissioner for communication that would have communicate job to the people, communicate hospital, yes. Communicate employment.
A commissioner for communication or information. Sorry. Now, commissioner for communication.
Both information and communication for orientation.
Orientation. Okay. Tell me what you have used your office to attract to your community. At all. Nothing. Nothing. Even if you're in Orion, you cannot even get good network. You must say, office have a good network, you know. Yeah. In fact, all this network service, they have to build one big network in those areas because otherwise, one of the largest local governments in Edo State. You are coming out to start doing some stupid network. But work maybe say so that Obaseki should appreciate you that you are doing well. When your people are suffering, tomorrow you what me and you are saying, you know the people I'm blaming in all these race is the voters. Most of them they don't know their right.
The only time we saw Chris Nehikhare on TV communicating or informing the public about anything was when they drove Philip Shaibu away. When they drove Philip Shaibu from their government.
We are saying, Bishop, let's be honest to ourselves.
The only time
the voters are the problem to themselves. The people living in Edo State are the problem to themselves. These guys have been okay. Now Obaseki is almost the turn of Obaseki is almost gone. Tell me one good thing Obaseki have done for Edo people that will make Edo people to throw their support behind Obaseki's candidate. These are my questions. You don't need people to tell you what to do. We are all mature. Anybody who's above 18 years, he knows what is good for him or her. Your voter's card is your power. Anybody that give you money, take that money from him, vote your conscience. So, you see, not one person stealing the state money to use that money to intimidate you people. After sharing the money for you, you will be waiting for a project for 4 years. Look at what Obaseki did now. This women, Obaseki said Echosa Market was born 4 years ago. Obaseki went ahead and started destroying Echosa Market now, frequent. People use their own entire money. When I move Lapo, they start building their shade without compensating them. You say now you want to destroy the market. Do you know why Obaseki is doing it? Because the election is very close. He wants to use that one as a propaganda. Our people need to wise up. A market Obaseki 4 years ago. Now Obaseki is trying to build the market now. 4 years ago, these women, most of them go to Lapo to go and borrow money to build their own shade. Now Obaseki channel is almost gone. It's now Obaseki going to the market and start the market. Before you build a place, a new place for people, say this is a market. What have you prepared for those people? Because people have spent their money to build those shades. What is doing it? Oh, we are what destroy Kinana, what boy, if we can pay. It's enough. Stop deceiving our people. And it's some women, their children cannot advise them. Why is a man I don't do what? For 4 years, it's not like Kyosa. Upper market is there. A lot of markets, another market is there that Obaseki is collecting revenue from. He collected revenue for about 3 to 4 years from that market. He could not build the market. Now he is destroying the market. What can Obaseki do for 8 months? Tell me. If this man is not propagandist, if this man is not a liar, if this man is not a deceiver, what you could not do for 4 years, or 7 years, now you want to do it. You see the problem, all what we have been saying. We live in diaspora. We know how government work. That's why we are trying to enlighten our people. But some of them don't want to listen. They don't want to listen. It's like some of them like poverty. Or even poverty at Lebanon. So one man from one corner will just be in poverty, you people. You people cannot move. Why is the where you have no right on your own? Exactly. A man who could not remember you people for the 4 years ago you voted for him. Now he's going to the street again and say, vote for my candidate. Who does this to you people? Yes. These are my questions. But whatever, this man neglected you people. He started destroying people's houses here and there. He could not compensate anybody. And the same man is still telling people, this is the rival candidate. If we didn't, why ban? Because this man has destroyed the state. He's bringing his friend to come and complete it. I go to Kyosa. I told I not get it 4 years ago. You went to the national TV, you have protected 100 million for that market. Up to now, the market was not built. 8 months to go from your office. It's not you see, they didn't attack our people. They will lose their senses. If you do, normal school, we are wise. And the youth are not enlightening our people at home, our mothers. Anyway, most of the youth don't way because you are fighting for stomach infrastructure. You don't tell our parents the truth. That anybody that come from Obaseki's camp, they are all criminals. Christian Aika is there who is telling the truth about your local government. You are defending your criminal government. Because he can take you away from that office. Because you people don't want to work. You people believe on politics money. Tell me where you have worked. Tell me the contribution you have contributed to Edo State. The money that belongs to the that's the money you guys are eating. No contribution is coming from your side. Somebody who could not develop his own father's community or his own local government. How do you get to government again to say, he quickly rushed to Yeromo and started investing there.
Yes.
Because that university of Shobana built there, let's be frank to ourselves. The university has bring a lot of investment to Yeremoa. People are renting houses there. Machine, motorbike, they are working for transport. They are making money. He has created a huge job there. Let's be honest to ourselves. Tell me one thing Obaseki doing in the South as a governor.
Error.
So when a dumb man, you see Abat in the street, say he will finish it. Abat is being paid. It's not free. Anything Abat is doing for Godwin Obaseki is money. After you know that they are being paid. We know their gains. Exactly. I see some youth, jobless youth here. UK, you guys supposed to be ashamed of yourself. A boy who's not to 42 years. Look at the dubious way. About with his age, he believes in making money in dubious way. He believes extracting from the government to make money. He is in UK, could not even work. I'm waiting with 8 hours for one day. We are all working here. But Abat is still in UK. Believe the money in Nigeria are where I see here. Because the government know you can deceive other people. How can Abat take a governor, a candidate of an aspirant of APC, I was ashamed. I said Nigeria, those people have become a toy. Now but in your play. I don't assure the parents money. What concern you go down? You people have not been saying for decades. Election they wanted to Amuladia. You go down, Bini. He said he have been in the Shobolas government. Nobody know about it. You go down. These are the people who show Shobola how to borrow money. That is why a Joe state is the most debtor state in Nigeria. Osagbedo state to our. But they are smart as Oshomole. They will use Oshomole as a governor to borrow money. Here they are going to your boy Obaseki. They are smart people.
Yes.
Only why I sound like a Joshua. Only what we want. The more money no way have your kwepo. These guys were the brave boss of Oshomole. Here I am borrowing away. Let's be frank to her. Obaseki is good in those areas. When I'm going to have a World Bank here. Why do you know the time we have here? The incoming governor has to hold Obaseki responsible. We need to be honest to ourselves.
On a POI, Pastor Sage is there.
This is why Comrade Adali Oshomole is jumping up and down. He's working against his own party to make sure his party never see the light of the day. He's not working for APC, he's working for PDP, which we are supposed to Oshomole. But the plan here Obaseki is working on Yabo. But only see way, or only see must away. Only see must away. Take it or you like it. Because they have destroyed it. How can you say a state that have an oil well, the largest gas no good road in those areas? Nothing.
Lare Chris Nehikhare and letter. A letter online. They say, where are you at RISE TV? Go and show to the whole world what you did in Oriom. You cannot go. I challenge you, you can't go. Do you know why? Because you don't have anything to show. Commissioner for Communication. Commissioner, you are supposed to be on television every day. Commissioner of Information and Communication Orientation. You are supposed to be on TV informing the Edo people, communicating to the Edo people that this is what your government has done. This is what they are. You cannot. Why? There is nothing done in Oriom. I submit to you, in the next 8 months, this government is over. This government is over. A new governor is elected by September. I submit to you that you cannot do anything in Oriomo in 8 months. Why? Because you people didn't put it in the budget. You want to close your government with ShopRite. That's what you want to do. With ShopRite and 170 room hotel. That's how you want. That's what you are waiting to communicate to your people. That's what you want to do. I dare you now between that next 8 months, go and do one thing in Oriomo. and tell ITV to show it. Tell ITV or EBS to publish it. Since you can't go to Arise, me, I will help you show it, but you will not do. Do you know why? Because you don't have any. You people did not put it in your budget. He said we are now hurrying you people into a new thing. Pastor Sage said, "Yeah, everybody clap for him. He has hit you people on the head. He has pushed you people to West Oriomo to go and do the work you are supposed to do for the Oriomo people. And if you go now, if you go to Arise or Channels, or I see you people are now working small in Oriomo just to show that you did so, it is because of this show. It is because of this program that we are doing today. Credit and kudos to us, plus Pastor Sage Zayam, who call you people out, that you have abandoned Oriomo, that you have not done anything for Oriomo. At this junction, we want Oriomo governor. Let's see what Oriomo people can do. Not Esa. Esa have had 2 governors, Ambrusali and Osareme Osumbo. Now, we want to see what Oriomo people will do for Edo. And Oriomo people are the real Bini people. They are the original Iviedo.
A motor.
They will treat Edo well. They will do Edo well. They will repair Edo states. They will make sure it becomes the best. You people don't want to allow Oriomo son to enter because you know Oriomo son will work. Not someone like Chris Nehikhare, who after years of commissioner, will not come one day and say he want to run for governor. You will not be saying Oriomo has not gone. No, you are not the first to say it now. Pastor Sage Zeyamo has said it to the whole world. And if you want to change any narrative, go and work in Oriomo. Myself, Bishop, Botino Saze, and Kevin Olakoko one. We are now inviting you, go and work in Oriomo. Change the narrative. You really went to work in Oriomo. We also want you people to prove us wrong. Why is it that you people have never proved? Go and work in Oriomo. Let the people of Oriomo also enjoy the good dividends of democracy. Let them also enjoy the good dividends of Godwin Obaseki 8 years. Why must you people be so wicked that you abandon Oriomo people? There are millions of people in Oriomo. Edo is 6 to 8 million people. Over 2.5 million people. I know only Oriomo. And you people abandon them. They don't know what is a national benefit of citizen. They don't know what is state benefit of citizen. They don't know the dividends of democracy. They enjoy nothing unless their brothers and sisters abroad. We send them money. Like I swear God, I would say they should keep sending more money. Chris Nehikhare, you are in a position to change the narrative. You are a commissioner now. You are a commissioner of information and orientation. Commissioner of information and communication of orientation. We want you to communicate orientation into Oriomo. Let Oriomo become modernized. Can you do it? In Edo State now, Ogele, do you know what they are doing in Edo State now?
No.
They are all buying solar energy.
Yes, sir.
I'm telling you, because there's no light. Chris Nehikhare, are you hearing me? Even Osioma power plant, Osioma power is not working. There's no light. This is not about anybody where you talk. We are going to kill them, we are going to arrest them, we are going to do that. Go and walk. That's the only thing we have been saying here. It's not about we are going to kill this person. We are going to, if we can't go and walk. Go and walk so that people can praise you. Democracy is by work. It's freedom of speech. If you know that what we are saying here is not correct, what Olakoko has said is not correct, what Bishop Osazu has said is not correct, what Boti Osaze has said is not correct, you prove us wrong by working. Not go to channels and go and snap small picture. Like I'm giving you idea just now. I know you have computer boys. They can arrange some fake things. You go and work and be on the ground. You'll be there. They'll be doing road. They'll be doing hospital. They'll be giving the people water. Then you call
Bishop, let me come in here. When Wike was doing a lot of projects in River State, the project is not being hidden. They were calling it the project. The project you were saying.
That's correct.
They are saying Obaseki is working. Obaseki finishing well. I am sick and tired of Edo people. But we have been to Benin. I have not seen any project. I have been to my local government and from Mwode local government. Nothing. Even Obaseki himself grow from Mwode local government. They grow from there. There is no road to those areas.
Okay.
So imagine people coming out on social media and saying finishing well because he just share 5 million or 10 million for you guys. One of the rest people. You see, I'm supposed to be holding all these guys accountable. I'm you be near of the street. He's getting out of hand. They are lying to our parents. How will you be telling about the finishing way? He takes money from Monday to Sunday from those markets, but he could not able to build it.
Breaking news. And
tomorrow.
So that not making our use on their strategy. Not making our people, if you like, make Obaseki go build glass market. Make it go change a Cuba, change out to glass market. Or go away. Or failing.
Kini was 4 years ago, Adam. Obaseki he come out in national TV where he had 100 million Yekini. They now went and start borrowing money and so to be a bully. Now you are destroying those markets. As those people be compensated, okay, so you see the government that can destroy that I cannot build Obaseki. So a normal way 4 years ago, a band where over Bobone, a band had a foul. Satana market deba, Nyaga market deba. Abia kyo give a door. But Obaseki is collecting money from those markets up to date. So you cannot tell a Joe it's now you want to come and start building those markets. These are propagandas. This is why we will need to inform our people at home. Don't allow this politician to be deceiving you. Here are you going to take the money from there, vote your conscience. Because they don't mean well for you. I always tell people, okay, if Obaseki is a good market, now Obaseki went to market and buy a product. He himself is not a good marketer, but he's bringing a product to sell for people. How will people believe that kind of a man? I saw one comedian. He said it on a video. Said, Obaseki, you disturb people. Also, people is not talking well of you. He said, Manisha, we don't want to bring you down because you promised us that you are bringing you down. But when you know you is not going to win.
Okay.
He said it.
That is truth.
He said, you know, he said because no anywhere you go in Benin, when mention I bet not talking about Obaseki, I will blow your face for you.
Okay.
He said because you don't have the name. So don't use that one to say you promise and people as an agenda, you want to come and use less our brother as when you go down and you know you will not win. Even the same people with Obaseki. He said because when they in some gathering, they will say, you know, because we are working with the demand of the tribe. He said they always use that word. He said, when I tell you the truth, he said, when I tell you the truth is your enemy. But people that lie to you is your friend. He said, how are you going to come? How are you going to come? He said, look at Tony Kabaka Hotel. You destroy the hotel. So you think Tony Kabaka will support your government or he will not even support your government because he's an APC man. He said, but people you destroy the house, how do you think they will wake up today and say they want to go and vote for your candidate? You put them into pain, you make them homeless.
That's right.
So it's time for our people to know what we are telling you people about Izeyamu. We are not saying Izeyamu is 100% perfect. But Izeyamu will not be comparable with Godwin or Obaseki's government. Take it or you like it. He knows where he's going to start from. If you listen to Izeyamu's word in every video, he always say, look at Onwa, look at Akoko Edo, these are being marginalized. Look at Agbazino. He's mentioning it because he has been to those areas. Look at Orion, look at Umode. Nothing is working on the ground. Look at Ovia. That's a leader. That
and no aspirant has called local government name like that since this campaign started. He's calling local government name.
He's already the only place in Edo State. We have 192 water and 18 local government. And human being not living there. The politicians, they know how to go and campaign when the time comes for election. But when there is project, they neglect these people. It's time these people need to tell them, yes, we own our vote. We will not give it to you. When you were in power, you never remember us. You neglected us. We are going to try this man. That's why we are telling the people, if APC gives Isaiah Yamu the ticket, throw your support behind him and see the changes. And see the changes. Because Obaseki was there for 8 years. There is no difference between Obaseki and Igodaro. They are two, they are friends. They are very close. The same way Obaseki ruled Edo State, that's the same way Igodaro will rule if he becomes the governor. There's no difference. So if you people don't want to suffer for another 8 years, change your mindset now. Change your mindset immediately. We are advising you people. We that live in that, we have nothing to lose. As I'm talking on this media now, I'm talking with electricity and my Wi-Fi. 24 hours is working. But there are some areas in Edo State, they don't even have electricity pole for decades, for more than 30 years. And that is the state we are having a governor every 8 years. Come on, we need to change the narrative. If Isaiah Yamu becomes the flag bearer of APC, call him to order. Ask him question. If you tell us, why are you going to beautify this state? We are sick and tired.
Let's read one of the response of the letter to Chris Nehikhare. Now, this is Pastor Sage Yamu's supporter who now, the letter was too many. One of them came out to say he want to respond. His name is Monde Nabulele. If you see letter, okay, lessons 4 days, over 10. Commissioner for Communication and Information, go to TV and talk. Not ITV, no, go to Arise, go and prove Pastor wrong. You cannot, because Pastor said it true. Let's read one letter. This day, this letter is in newspaper today. Pastor people now went on newspaper to also reply again, to go and see. We know how to do this work. We from Pastor Sagi Zeyamuti, we are good, even better than those other people. He was writing, posting. We went on newspaper. This day, live today, in defense of Izeyamu. Pastor Sagi Zeyamu is right. Monde Nabulele. Oriomo local government is neglected. Argues Monde Nabulele. I have read the letter to Pastor Sage by the Commissioner for Communication and Orientation, Chris Nehikhare. For the benefit of those who have not seen the letter, many of you did not see the letter we are talking of. For the benefit of those who have not seen the letter, Chris Nehikhare, Commissioner for Information and Communication and Orientation. He said Chris set out from the first paragraph to distract attention from Izeyamu's interview on Arise TV, where he made robust and persuasive argument about how Oriomo local government have been abandoned and marginalized by the political elite, especially Godwin Obaseki, over the years, and the urgent need for people to begin to address them. In his letter, Chris Nehikhare Osa, rather than address the issues raised by Pastor Sage Zeyamu, that Oriomo is not developed, Oriomo have been abandoned, he left that and attacked the person of Pastor Sage Zeyamu. He started attacking his person and argued how Obaseki has barely served for 8 years. Barely. Chris Nehikhare, you call Obaseki barely 8 years? Almost 8 years. That's the word you should have used, not barely. Almost 8 years. Because these few months is administration to end. Almost 8 years brought so much development and impactful project to Oriomo. Chris Nehikhare, you are a liar. Which project did you bring to Oriomo? Which project did Obaseki brought to Oriomo? Go to Arise TV and show it to the whole world. Go to channels and show it to the whole world. Which project? Only when you want to fire Philip Shaibu from Obaseki government. That's where we saw you talking up and down. You are commissioner for this. Philip should come and collect the key to his new office. Where are the projects in Oriomo? All right, let's go on. He said, an impactful project to Oriomo local government. According to Chris Nehikhare, the local government is currently benefiting from Obaseki-led government, with several projects improving the lives of thousands of residents in the local government. In an attempt to sell the seat to his targeted audience, he employed common fallacies. Fallacies means lies. He employed common fallacies, an attack on the person of Pastor Sage Izeyamu, rather than focus on the issues that Pastor Sage Izeyamu raised in Arise TV. Chris' assumption may be that Izeyamu proves to be unacceptable in some ways. His view must also be judged unacceptable. Yes. If you say Pastor did not accept the letter you wrote, we don't also accept your lies. Chris, we don't accept your lies. Oriomo is not developed. No matter how you change the figures, how you try to bend the table, Oriomo is not developed. That is the truth. Whether we try to corner it, Obaseki, there is no road to Obaseki village. The village he claimed he came from. When you will beat Oshomole, there is one thing we cannot forget about Oshomole. He developed his village.
Yes.
You see you people? You see you people from it. You are from Oriomo. You refuse to even tie one road, yet you are a commissioner. You are storing money to run for governor tomorrow. One day you come out also, I want to run for governor. Only one people vote for me. I will do water for you. Foul, as wicked talk. Foul. All right? He said, proves to be unacceptable in some ways. His view must also be judged unacceptable. According to strategy employed by Chris on Nehikhare in his letter, is what communication minds consider as strawman fallacy. A diversional tactic. You diverted the people from the meeting. You started insulting pastor. Is that how to write letter? And yet you are a commissioner. Yeah. Your letter was only full of insult. You did not do anything. Instead of you to tell us, we've done this road, pastor didn't know. We have built school in Oriomo, pastor didn't know. We have built you with evidence. We built hospital. We employ people. You could not see any of them to provide. The only thing you started doing was to call pastor names. You see you people, how will Nigeria move? Okay, tomorrow you say you will run for governor. You, Chris Nehikhare, you say you will run for governor tomorrow, eh? Instead of you to start by now doing things so that your campaign will be easy. You are not. Do you know why Igodalo Aisha is struggling now? It's not because just is a newcomer. The people are asking, with all your billions, what did you do in Esaland? Nothing. Foul. You did not do anything. Chris Nehikhare, we are asking you, since one day you will also come out to run for governor, start working in Oriomo. Let that one be your report card. Let that one be your example. You say, oh, this is the road I did in Oriomo. This is the water. This is the name. This is the people I employ. This is this. Now they are using solar energy in Nigeria. They are using solar energy. If you can't do Oshomo power plant, buy solar energy. Go and put in Oriomo. Pastor Sage Izeyamu say he took two transformer there. Two transformer. Two transformer. He said they could not connect because there are no electric pole. If you donate that one to Oriomo, Chris Nehikhare, if you donate or you are able to convince Obaseki and you attract that one to Oriomo, is that not a good thing? Tomorrow, if you run for governor, with your campaign not be easy, but you will not do. You are thinking of how to buy a house in America. You like America. How to buy a house in London. How your children can stay in Lagos, enjoy in Abuja. That's not okay. Abandon. They say your father's house in Oriomo, you did not even build it. They say you abandoned it. Charity begins at home. Let's continue. However, Chris failed woefully. In his strategy, he falls flat in an attempt to divert attention from the issue raised by Izeyamu and score obstructive political point in a polluted political environment in which Chris and his boss are experts. Yes, they are experts in diverting issues. There are some certainties that are so apparent. which for some very selfish reasons, those currently working for Godwin Obaseki may not accept. Chris is from Oriomo. My brothers and sisters, ladies and gentlemen, Chris Nehikhare is the son of Oriomo. Chris is from Oriomo and has been serving Obaseki-led government and administration in the past 6 years. He has been a commissioner for Obaseki since 6 years. In the past 6 years or so, and there is no road to his village. Even Chris, okay, even Chris, okay, Chris Nehikhare, they say the village you claim in Oriomo that you came from, they say there is no road to it. Me, I'm a true son of Oriomo. I can tell you my village. You see? They say Chris Nehikhare village, they say there is no road to it. And has been serving Obaseki-led government in the past 6 years. So, and there is no road to his village. He should be ashamed. He's been used to desperate the attention and grassroots mobilization by the people of Oriomo to produce the next governor of Edo State. Yamu said everything that the people of Edo State are aware of his interview. That Oriomo has no power, is not the chairman there. It's some people.
So yes. You see, these are the things I'm talking about. We when we occupy office, we don't help our people. We don't listen to our people.
Let me read on. And then you see some other things in this letter. Kisley, you are welcome. He said, but Chris' argument was that the local government has produced a minister in the person of Chris Ogemoyi. How many months did he stay there?
6 months.
Since will they make you a minister 6 months, commissioner 6 months? They make you commissioner for 6 months, and you will do anything for yourself. You have not even done anything for your local government 6 years. And they make somebody as a commissioner, you could not do anything for your for 6 years, and they make somebody a minister for 6 months. What can Chris Ogemoyi do? Ogemoyi has the same name with you, so if you lie on him, Chris Nehikhare, you are lying on yourself. Chris Ogemoyi, who was made a minister of state and kicked out harshly after a short stay, he was kicked out. Before we could say Jack Robinson, they throw Chris Ogemoyi out of there. Why? Because he's from Oriomo. They know he will develop his people.
Bishop, before you proceed, they say this Ogemoyi, so now his second wife, ever go give her this, not be able better minister. Second minister. Go ahead.
Yes. Junior minister. Okay, like Clemagba is true. Junior minister. He said, who made a minister of state? Who was made a minister of state? That's correct. A minister of state is a junior minister. You are right. And kicked out Ashley after a short stay. He said, despite his impressive credentials, listen, Ogemoyi credentials, Oriomo children, they are very educated. When you see their credential, it's always shaky. Ogemoyi credential was very good. He was supposed to be a full-fledged minister. The reducer, not be like Clemagba. Clemagba was not qualified, but Chris Ogemoyi was qualified. Just like Odubu read, if you see Odubu credentials, you go wrong. He read very well in America, only to come and open a Weibo in Oriomo. Philip Shaibu that did not read very well, that they are calling all kinds of names. Philip Shaibu is building filling station. So it's not by the school you go to. All those people who are saying school. Now they take decision. It's by your understanding of life. Mike Zuckerberg, the founder of Facebook, he said he didn't go to any school. The richest man in the world, what is his name? Bill Gates. He did not go to school where there was no time. He was creating Microsoft. That people go to university to learn. The man that created did not go to school. It was natural talent. Today, Facebook is used all over the biggest social media. Okay? What is it called? The highest paid sportsman in the world. Floyd Money Mayweather. He said he cannot read and write. He cannot read and write. I'm telling you now. Yet he's the highest paid sportsman. You will go school. See people will go school. Nothing. Okay? Let's be clear, but it's not about school, where they take scam for Africa. In America, can you read and write? You can become the president of anything. Education is good. But they don't use it as scam because in 80% of Africans went to school, there is no job. They are all coming to white man's land where they don't even school so much. And they are all working labor work, misdemeanor work to survive. Let me read on. Because even that school for Africa is becoming a scam. You go school, mama, where they market, you go juice, you go send, Pikin go university. The Pikin go graduate, no job. What kind of thing is that? But the carry certificate, BSc, PhD. You will not go school, now you go employ him. And you go give him food. Dangote is not a graduate. Dangote, Nigerian chessman, is not a graduate. He learned business. Today, everybody, Dangote rice, Dangote Smith, Dangote tomatoes, Dangote, even the graduate, all of them, they chop them. Maybe we'll leave that discussion for another day. We'll find out what is wrong there. He said, despite the impressive credentials, he said, Yamu also argued, he said, Yamu also argued during his interview that Oriomo had no light. There is no light in Oriomo. That's why this Muhammadu Buhari without no ticket could be president of Nigeria. That's why they could drag Godwin Obaseki certificate and say, can you read and write? He said, no, that's what the Constitution of Nigeria said. Do you have primary school certificate? If you have primary school certificate, you can become whatever in the country. That's what the Constitution said. Is that not what the Constitution said? Yes. All right, let's read on. He said, Yamu argued during his interview that Oriomo had no light or water not the Oriomo. Is Chris in doubt? This guy is asking, is Chris in doubt that Oriomo had no light or water? He notlessly agreed that the local government has the largest land mass in the state. If you agree with that one, say there is land in Oriomo so that they can go and sell more land. As you say, Yamu rightly stated. But have the people benefited from it? No. Have the people benefited from it? No, the people have not. Even with the great land, with the oil gas in Oriomo, they have not benefited. He says it is on record that Governor Obaseki, without consulting with the people of Oriomo or paying any compensation, seized their lands and gave it to friends and business associates. How has Oriomo benefited from this? Chris only brazenly agreed that Oriomo has the largest gas reserve in Nigeria. But what is the local government benefit? Has Obaseki-led government, which Chris currently serves as a commissioner, protected or stimulated the economic rights of the host community of Oriomo? The answer is no. The commissioner talked about modular refineries, but the refineries are the initiatives of the federal government, not Obaseki government. As a matter of fact, the All Progressive Congress led federal government through the Nigeria Content Development and Monitoring Board, NCDBD, has a huge investment stake in one of the refinery depot. Refineries. Chris ought to know that. This guy responded to Chris. His name is Monde Nabulele. So I want to allow our brother Kingsley to take over from there. God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you. I greet you, I greet the house. My comrade Ogele, happy Sunday. Oh man, we are Manchester. Now Manchester Jesse be that. Why you?
My own is customized with my name on the back. Oh, you know what me? Yes.
Why you? I greet you and Bishop. That was A nice one. I greet you. Happy Sunday also. And I greet you.
God bless you, my brother.
Like, I greet your fans and I greet those who do the opposition and I greet the general house. That's a nice one. First and foremost, my dear people, this our brother from our Yokorion, who is a commissioner. Aware in now I have a commissioner of information. So information no we give. They know him. Are you misleading the people or you are? So he's in winner. So one Anamu is going to be the Lai Mohammed of Obaseki. So you are bound to report what your principal that appoint you. You know can benefit. So that is why you are there. After all, Hitler propaganda minister Goebbels. You know, Goebbels, or a lie that is repeated 100 times become truth. One American, that is why you see CNN or whatever, demonize someone, repeat for more than 6 months. Go and ask the same people again. Because I repeat, nobody contradict that person that is peddling the lies. So let's come to this, our brother. First and foremost, or show my own way. Ize Yamu is the man to beat. He's the man everybody's at. Yamu. Ize Yamu is not the only one. No, Obaseki my win. He's in all politicians, even Shaibu. If you listen to him or Romance Obaseki now, you know by the time when nobody can stop me. The state is godfatherism. They have not come out to counter him. But is there Yamokpai Guanana? And everybody is running Hesketa and countering him because you know he's the man that is going to be difficult for you to beat because honorary ballot boss, he will beat you at any given time. If the man is given the chance, free and fair election, Vini Ogilita before Casey 3 or 4 o'clock. I not say result in it. I cannot in it. So now let's come to people that are defending Obaseki. Yes, it is their right, Bishop. It is not left for us, those who are in the opposition, those who believe that it is time to speak the truth. So as they are playing or reporting or going to Arise TV to spread their propaganda, we, the Edo-light, who believe where it's time, because Edo is in a crossroad to get our state back, is the time Yanota. If you said where, Obaseki have, where is Yamuta, okay, is Yamuta. Okay, let's give him as the information minister. Maybe he knows what we don't know. He knows what Ogile does not know. He knows what the reporter on Rise Television Mabege. They should start naming all those 5 or 6 point agenda. Then it's just like, let me give an example. You see Wiki or Agwegwan. Yeah, exactly. That is why you may wiki or know where we query, where we look at, where we put, where I've done this. I know there is still a lot of things. So let them tell us one thing, one tangible thing. Mama way 5. So if you don't have, it's like I know he has used a lot of what Obaseki is good, he's paying workers. Who can tell Asania? You will pay them. Those are you don't count that one. I call you as progress. Every stupid governor no you will pay. But you can't call your way you will paying salary. It is what you brought new. A lot of the projects they are showing us, MAC or whatever. So all these are projects that was commissioned by late Ambrosali and Ogbemudia. Yes, thank you. Okay, can I but I will not do Alio big na be okay. Bermuda na be stadium from 20,000 capacity where you 40,000 capacity. It's still the same stadium of Bermuda, but Yes, it's a good thing, but can't you bring something new? Because Ogbemudia know, Ali know where by bringing university to Ekpoma or bringing something to this Orion, we bring development. We release the burden, no that federal, that state capital. So these are the things. So they should tell us, don't come and come where we have hotel, like a ring road. A ring road, I'm mafia by. Or when he said Yamurevena, on a great dollar ring road, Yabe, I'm mafia yo, who will make we naka constructing, but when you bring something new that will change an area, no kayevenage interior place under 15 years to 20 years, change the face lift of Asian side. Then people will start singing praises to you because a new thing we mureni will never go away. So we are better when make up. Ogele avere o gegele ya pete pete ni aka amuyo but kena ma ebo wa yiwo uwe ya mu state bi arrive bo na be arrive e bo bi ata dele wa igbe awe ya go ekene ogele ya be na mami no dolo ya we governor ya rire yan so bonoria. So these are the things near Yagui say Yamu Yageso Ezonika Yagui a campaign, not going back to Yamu 15 or 17 years ago. Like one of my friends, one of my father in Russia, when he heard me saying it, you support a Lucky Grenadier. We better, you know, a workers not working away a life pension. Lucky Grenadier employ. Near power now. Oh, Obaseki, or the union, Obaseki, Emma like this council. Those are the kind of empowerment. But you are only giving people salary where on the 28th, you go like Antiane, every employer. He did not give it to them free. They work for it. So bring us something new. So this commissioner of information, Obaseki did not put him there. Not do I tell me.
He gave him two positions. He gave him commissioner for information and communication and orientation. Three or avion. This guy did not going to lay Harry.
Okay, orientation. Then that communication, is he communicating well with us? What is he communicating to the people?
Only when he was driving Philip Shaibu from office, Ghana television every day, he was communicating. They don't want Philip again.
No, sir. They were not communicating. They were only spreading propaganda, trying to design the heart of the masses towards where they will go, model it. That is what everybody succeeded in doing that 4+4 talk back. Because we did not bring anything new. If we only Obaseki got a sympathy vote. If it was not only a sympathy vote in Obaseki, where orientation, from
the diaspora,
the people's mind. Yes, they build the people's mind already. According to Philip Shaibu, or where our program, the main reason we said we fight Oshomole is to take the state back from the hand of the political cabals. Okay, now, the same Philip Shaibu said, now the state is about to be lost to the hand of business gurus. So, you are wrestle from Obawe Oshomole, we are dead to Enyaji. Now, Dangote's money big men. So these are the things narratable, not bashing, or when you see Yamu is bringing up words objectively and constructively and bringing out the truth on the ground. So they have nothing to counter, they have nothing to use, rather than we are watching in their media house now, including the Obaseki supporters and the Aswe supporters. They have not, in their body language, they know where this is already a lost battle. If we shine our eye, because the only thing they have the treasury, that is the purse of the state, Oguyan, Ekenigoyi, and they have a little bit machinery of security.
Kisley, a man and a Chris Nehikhare, position name on your head.
Yes.
Mujana Kefale here.
Okay.
Our commissioner for youth and humanitarian affairs. On a Chris better edu.
Yes.
Yeah, those say even a man I touch. He didn't Kefale. Mudia. Na Kefale is supposed to be a son of Isaiah. On my picture get banning here send the Gwena.
On that one, Bishop, before you continue. Bishop, hold on. Before you continue on that, before you continue.
Then I tear fell because I'm on a tear fell. I got to we am waving up by the government. I've never done anything government.
No.
Okay,
Bishop,
we're not by the government.
Bishop, listen. So Bishop Damiano, Bishop, listen. Where is the chairman, commissioner for youth? Explain it again so that the audience here.
Now, he has been with Obaseki for 6 years, so he's spinning him around different positions.
Yes.
So the first one, 3 positions you have your name at once. Honorable Commissioner. Honorable Commissioner for Youth and Humanitarian Affairs.
Stop there. Now, that position is responsible, okay, follow up, responsible for the modeling of the youth to calm down a lot of atrocity that is taking place in Edo State. In short, Nimaka ya Obaseki. Because people are now shouting, if you don't see Nirona, they are shouting Peter Better Edu. But Edo State in Better Edu again. Who is responsible in that same position? Let us start from there. Yes, now. Also, when we stop you running because I can where 3 days ago we did a program on security because of people have no job. That is why we were 3 of us were here. We were talking about it. So he is responsible for the insecurity there because there is money that is voted that will be channeled to the youth to set up a program that will keep them busy, that will gradually uplift them and bring the youth out of that crime that we are trying to stop. But he's sitting down here or going to Arise Television to counter whereby he's Edo State Better Edu and Edo people is busy chasing the federal government Better Edu. Let us start from the local Better Edu first and ask him what is taking place in that department. They need even know they know Yahoo. Thank you. Now go to the second position. Go to the second job. Go ahead.
Okay, the second job. On our way, 3 years running. The other years near Unana. With the 3 years now here, Commissioner for Information, Communication and Orientation. 3 offices in one. A big boy, a government. A man out with Philip Shaibu. When Philip Shaibu was going to collect key, okay, new officer, deputy governors, a officer man and I are here. On news. When he have Philip Shaibu, not only okay, new officer. So you can see that this guy has potentials and power to attract project to Oriomo. Oma copy era pastor Sagi say ya monte trainer. When I do atia boneru we, my picture ni eva olakoko.
Who are what Yebone Bishop? Let me remember you. We were talking some days ago or yesterday night, if I'm not mistaken. Who are what Yebone? I want to use this word now. That what you totally end with our discussion. We were still discussing this political issue concerning Edo State. Shaibu, Shomole is the godfather of Shaibu. Venize Yamu is the father of this our information, Lai Mohammed of Obaseki. Now, before Oshomole decided to Shaibu decided to attack Oshomole publicly. There was an agreement behind the closed door, which politicians agreed to themselves. And I will still support Obaseki. And you know, or we have to support you, the governor. Or my support you.
Let me tell you about Kingsley.
Go ahead.
When he was with his Yamu, on our BFV guy now, where I'm here a picture on our Mula Jamba, and then Obaseki Yari. I'm a commissioner in a warrior. Yeah, we let have a public this thing here away. When I am with position like biases. I'm one year, have your year. I'm whenever I'm here. That is how rich his office is. Yeah, you're deputy governor. Forget a chief of staff. Forget you're sign the feeling. That's to tell you how powerful he has become in this government. Yet he could not do anything. Orion. We have a picture of Banolako Amula Jamba Egbe Awowe. He said, "I'm what training."
Okay. Ogeleo. Touch Ogele, please, my honorable comrade. Touch on this thing because a lot of those voters, they are Christians. Now, Obaseki may right here, no ya, or a pastor of may right, or a governor may right, no ya Kamaru or can we name like church in worship here. Does anybody have that?
No, you can worship anywhere.
Nobody has
according
right.
as you are a bishop, according money nowhere, you know we need time there. Ogele.
There's freedom of religion expression all over the world. He has signed.
Yeah, why did Obaseki lock that man out? Even if I don't support him. So what we Christian Obaseki supporters do about that issue? Ogele, touch light on it.
As in maybe what can you repeat the word again, sir?
Yes, because Shaibu had his mass service outside, locking him out from the chapel nona leru. Does the governor has that power to lock up the house of God?
Those are political witch hunting. A political witch hunting.
You see, he never consigned. I would say when the church in Iran, he never consigns the reverend who is head of that Catholic or wherever they are worshiping. You see, the governor of the day, the government of the day in Nigeria, I always tell people, don't add religion to your government. Religion is a separate thing entirely.
Thank you, sir.
You have right to worship wherever you want to worship. But at the time, the government of the day try interfering, locking Shaibu out from where he's worshiping, that is out of wickedness. That is where the law is not existing in the country. Like me now, I live in Norway. My prime minister have no right to come and lock me out where I'm worshiping. The laws never say so. So the problem of Nigeria, we are saying democracy. I always tell people we don't practice democracy. They should not.
Leadership by example. You must be an exemplary leader.
So we don't practice a real democracy in Nigeria. We need to be honest with ourselves because the way you see all these governments are going about, the way they are taking laws into their hand, that's not true democracy. How can you imagine, because we are misunderstanding, what concerns a religion house with your government? It's a two different thing. For me, you live in Austria, where you are worshiping, or your prime minister has no right to come out, even if you committed the highest crime on earth. SAT. If I'm under investigation, the police should go after me, not the prime minister.
It does not have to do with my faith.
No, nothing. Because you see, the problem, you know why not telling everyone in Nigeria? Most of the religion leaders, they interfere into politics.
Thank you, sir. That is where I'm driving that.
They interfere, and it's not supposed to be so. There was a year in this country, there was a pastor, a reverend father. Let me just make an example. A woman from Ethiopia, he could not make his asylum in Norway. She was being rejected. Do you know what happened? She was attending a Catholic church here, The Reverend Father, and I say, as a Reverend Father, this woman has one baby, no document. He now invited all the ladies in the church. I mean, so they now start supporting her. So the man has said, okay, now we cannot give you a job because you don't have working permit. But this Catholic church will be giving to you who are clean. People will be contributing money anyway. My brother, do you know what happened? When the police was aware, the woman is cleaning that church. One, the church is waiting while you know why we have a pay. I see a pastor in Bolu. As we are talking, you know where you harbor an illegal immigrant one. Whenever we have low a tax area, whenever you go your boy, my person is all of the national TV. All
that religious this team, they picture me ready and I post it so that we stay on track.
We are talking to the masses. To the masses who is going to vote.
Bishop, we need to be honest to ourselves. The last presidential election, pastors, people were going to different churches to work. It's not supposed to be done. You separate Christianity from when it comes to politics because these politicians, 95% they are evil. They swear in conscience. Don't involve people into it. Don't involve. Allow the Christians to breathe. Let them focus on their God that they are serving. Because he had a good time. Hey, why you got distracted? What Christian is saying is the fact. Why am I making this example? The government has told the pastors, it's not your right to take care of somebody who is an illegal immigrant in the country. It's the duty of the government to do their work as a government. Am I not right? They are right.
You are correct. You are correct.
Of course. Imagwanana Adeboye arrived in Benin now. Okay. He was received by Pastor Sage Zeyamu Adeboye of the Redeem. He arrived with his aeroplane. Yeah, he was received by Pastor Sage Zeyamu when Imagwana is in Benin right now. There's freedom of religion. I mean, religion expression. People can express themselves. That's what Pastor Sage Zeyamu called leadership by example.
Example.
If I am going to church, I should allow you to also worship your God.
Stopping people, depriving people from their own right. That is not democracy. This is the question Christian is trying to give to me. How can you be blocking Shaibu from his own religious house? Religion has nothing to do with the government. Government is a different body entirely. So what we are saying is that until Nigeria separate those things, Mama, when I involve religious leaders in what I mean.
You can't use religion to punish your deputy governor. Huh?
If you commit a crime, hand over it to the police. He's not above the law. The police will investigate him, not you as a city governor. So
I could bring it to a close.
That was a nice one. Explaining to explaining to the house.
Yeah,
so Bishop, the reason why I bring that Bishop. So the reason why I bring that word, because this election is going to be very, very dicey. We must convince our people that Pastor Yamu is the better candidate. And I am not in the one in the side of spreading propaganda. We believe in it. I must be able to give you reason. And those things, we go and verify. Okay, so we are in that junction now. Okay,
he was a boy to POI.
I keep any. We will still show that out. So
POI trainer.
So like what I'm saying, Bishop, we are in a crossroad whereby our people need to be told the truth. So this is how Pastor Yamu lost that election. Even that's why Oshomole did a lot of damages and infighting in Oyaru way. The media house of Pastor Yamu just ignore a lot of propaganda to go unanswered. So this time around, if we want to sell our candidate, we are not going to follow their own method, rather than we are going to follow the method of where check whatever we are, whoever that is coming out in PDP is versus PDP stroke Obaseki versus Yamu. He's not Aswe.
Exactly.
If Aswe is the one who clinched the candidacy, Yamu is not challenging Aswe. He's challenging Obaseki on Obaseki 8 years legacy. Wow, Ahenya campaign. We are not interested in, he was a chairman in Sterling Bank, chairman in Bermudia Bank, chairman in Yoko. I only know it because they winner. So the man who is handing over to you, what have you to campaign on that you are building on? So we are not going to let them to change the narrative, rather than who will choose the game. Or two football team who are impose a game, or in Nigeria impose a game in Cameroon. A Cameroon game. So this is what we are going to do. They are not going to impose it, bring us back to Shomole said this. No, we are going to play it on your game. So if you want to kill the bear, you use the power in the bear to kill the bear. And Obaseki is a candidate who has already given this mandate to APC in a platter of gold. If APC strategics, campaign manager, all Gbogbo knows what to do, because first and foremost, a performance here as a governor, he's already a commander or Kawari command. So a lot of things rule way that if APC is agreed, very much time once one candidate in Iladane, we unite ourselves together. No more in party infighting, saboteur. Manaru way. I don't see no reason why Pastor Yamu will not beat whatever candidate in Oladjame, a PDP with 60 to 40%. This is a confirmed thing, except the Edo are not well informed. That is the main reason I was trying to use, because Edo, we were voting on sentiment. Oh no, Gary sentiment aside. Our time, so we have to inform our people by letting them know where no you in political one you no you religious lie in religious lie a pastor guy ne namaka amabeta. Go and check the place. If you know these 4 years, these 8 years, all what Obaseki promised you were Omaro, I vote. Obaseki have a satisfied. Have a satisfied way. Go and give the vote to whoever that you feel is capable of delivering. But don't vote with sentiment and said, oh, because we were away Pastor Yamu Shomole Tonona only Atana. So that is what we have to concentrate on. Okay, a man now a commissioner for Hongre, no, you're Eli Mohammed or Obaseki, or we win arrest. May Obaseki said he could go by ego because Gwawa told he promoted because in another way, a government ama or normally every time I wear Umayere to Uponola Agbado or Yanas. So all no just say we magwa taisi or we been Latin or we be to tell also any man to change Nigerian change Lai Muhammad Lai Muhammad because of our way in win so if you are soon answers we begging on Yagwai if you know soon all tell of it. So he's doing the right job. My baby even on smile here. In Nanamun and Olakoko, white boveyo, you don't choose where the carrier of a home, a messenger of a home. That is what the work of Commissioner of Information. Information on additionally uninformable. Either you inform them the truth or you inform them the lies. So it's not left to you here to Niki Owe down your water in my matter Noah. abi oge no wo wa agwa ruda wa so ni ogele o madede like ogele o wa mimia we ike we dey no ta dey matakili no wa ya yo uni ya vote wa we 4+4 to gba wa be result so why we mugiake 2027 or 2028 who seven ni ki ba gbon we ma ka retire ma ya we ro because manire we bona awe do ma so video ma when at all ima yiri fiare wo but na ya we ya stop ave miegbe e wo wi be mieti me 30,000 or 20,000 na wa constant e rai ona we reduce we has been na la auto e man run a 20,000 we will meet headway but e man so run a 20,000 o ma even o ya re the month na next month I mean am I where so a stage ni ma gwalo is there yamu cannot do all but Rome was not built in a day. Let us vote for somebody that will still lay a foundation. Egbere na lay a foundation. No doria again military government even do yare. Akere egbere do have egbere mie I mean Obasanjo after when la general yes only a government ma corrupt in it. But let's start afresh now. Laying good foundation. Isaiah Yamu is not going to build that house. I'm supporter of Isaiah Yamu. I will tell everybody. We have to have the spirit of patience. Because even Obi supporters in India can date Obi president. You have a tear on Nehikhare Accusations Buhari or Masena because my MSC we have to have patience. If Isaiah Yamu is not going to build the house, I repeat, but if he lay the buy on a lay good foundation, a boy, another person around the Mwese window, another person around Mwese Nite, another person around Okaen, another person around Viomundo. So we will now have under 10, 15 years to 20 years, we will have a very good system that a corruption came to Allah, we came to area, and we will complain. And you will not worry to 99. So I expect where is there Yamu Aware or Gelena Wae governor from that 99, 360 degree under one day or 1 month or change everything. No, it takes some time to spoil to this stage, to be corrupted to this stage, for a lot of mess to be smelly to this stage. So the same will take a lot of time for a environmental sanitation man who is still going to clean this mess. But we should be willing to assist him and agree that we all are together in this mess and we are part and parcel in this mess, and we are part and parcel who contributed to this mess because Overtake did not vote himself. He was voted him. He won it a landslide victory. Bet he won it. So let us stand for POI, Pastor Yamu, in a constructive way with a clear mind. So my Olakoko, I will call it a day. POI
all the way.
POI all the way. POI all the way.
Make the right hand put. Thank you,
my
leader. Yeah, you are a great man. Where's the Kakabo? POI all the way, my people. That's what we're going to do, and they go small. All of now don't hear waiting this like commissioner talk. So now we come out. We'll say we shine a wire now. You do anyhow, you see anyhow. You do anyhow, you see anyhow. So you know, go feel yours come out, come to talk rubbish. You understand? So if you not talk or you might do yak one. So we appreciate every one of you and feel free to join me all for the next other broadcast.
Quickly, I wanted to ask you about zoning.
Yes, sir.
You are from Edo South. The people of Edo South have had opportunities to be governor in Edo State. Why do you think that someone from Edo South should be the person now, particularly as Edo Central people, specifically the Esan people, are saying that it's their turn this time around, not Edo North, not Edo South? What do you say to that?
I think that is a very valid question that you have asked. And for me, I believe that any person from any part of the state, they have a right to be governor. But let me just tell you the facts. There's no senatorial, to be honest, that has not produced governor one time or the other. You might be saying you've not had it long enough, but We cannot compare our place to a place like Benue, for example, where a particular group for the past 47 years have dominated who is governor. That's not the situation in Edo. In Edo South people, like you rightly said, have been governor. Edo North people have been governor. Edo Central people have been governor. That is clear. But I can also tell you that in all of this, let's not generalize by just talking about senatorial district. When you break it down, you will find out that there are certain persons really who have never had the opportunity to be governor. For example, the Onwa people, they are part of Edo State. They have 2 local governments. But because they are submerged in Edo North, you might say Edo North has had governor. But Oshomole that was governor is from Isako that has 3 local governments. 2 local governments belong to the Onwas. Brilliant people, very hardworking, they've never had governor. Akoko Edo is also there, one of the oldest local governments that have never been split in this country, and yet they've never had governor. Now, in Edo South, where I come from, we have 7 local governments. And when people say Edo South has had governor, they just forget that we have 7 local governments. Oredo, where is the capital? That is where Obaseki comes from. That's where Lucky Gbinedion came from. And that's where Ogbemudia was most of the time. I come from Oriomo. Oriomo is the rural area of Edo South. We have never had governor. We have never had a minister. We have never had a senator. We have never had a speaker. We have never had a chairman of a party. We have no light. We have no water. We have no hospital. We have no institution of higher learning. None of them. And yet, Oriomo, where I come from, has the largest land mass in the states, has the highest gas deposit in the entire country. Oriomo, where I come from. We have never had any this. Esa area, with due respect to them, they have had 5 ministers of the Federal Republic of Nigeria back to back. They have had numerous speakers of the House of Assembly. They have had chairmen of parties. They have even had governor. They have called the entitled to a senator. But we, because we are in Edo South, we have never had the opportunity to even produce a senator. We have never had, a minister. We have never had a governor. Do you really believe, if you are talking about fairness, a local government like that where I come from should be excluded? Let's be fair. You are a fair man. You look at it. My people are also Edo people. Don't you think they have a right to say we cannot continue like this? There's no light. There's nowhere in Esan land or in Edo North where you don't have light. There's no light in my place. I have taken 2 transformers there, and yet there's no light because we cannot connect. We don't have the resources to be able to put it together. Okay. I come from a place like that. Do you think it is fair for me to come from a place like that and you tell me, oh, Edo South? Which Edo South are you talking about? Edo South, for crying out loud, has over 58% of the population. Okay. But in that Edo South, you have Oredo, you have a Kobaka. These are the urban areas of Edo South. Pastor. So when you say Edo South, you just generalize, you lump us.
Make una see the Uhudan of Oriomo. Una see where you put POI for head. Una see this Uhudan on Oriomo. Oriomo here develop here. About the Abu Nabogion Ba. Abogion Romo. Uhudan Abu Wesusun or soon gonna. No passos against the Yamua to be. Udana. No, what kind of true of I am when enemy commissioner and Udana. Passos against the Yamu Guave, arrest TV where I'm away up my way. Udana is one, many letter, and a Gueva go Udana. No, I know yata man. Oh, yeah, Ari arrest TV, Ari Shana TV, Ari BS. No yata eva. Right to hear right to Gueva go soon. Eric Badede. And I don't know, we no matter here, la Riomo. No work high weapon. Oh, walking where do I anyone or so they bear avenue. No, yeah, I'm a commissioner in you. No one soon way past one or 2 Gueva. That way, no yard momo. See a POI, or your support. I'm a commissioner when I'll be treated over everywhere. What soon? Degbe yagbe letter yagbene marema e pastor sage eze yamu boy se watima mama ekweni mama see we are pastor sage yamu boys you do anyhow you say anyhow e boy say man we know mama dey see at all e you know you go one watima call us all kind of names we take am ewe no wado ewe ni magwalo ujani manidi mi ma ya gbegbe oyino aya wo ave hu ave pekwa agwa boa go ya go mana go oyi ga ni go sate be ave no anyakon da outside anyakon da outside ulori ari wa gbon ne imazena Mare, je gbe ya gbe ni letter we. We dey here, they wait for you. Usu we pastor boy wa gbon. Lori ari. Elu we say na we met you oko pa for wa wo kwefa. Muda. Usu go wa gbon. De gbe ya gbon we. Una tell us say we dey wait for am. Wa we no ya gbe ne. We don't wa beg we pastor there. A pastor no say no is am we pastor no. All take everything ya. All take it slow. Ewa wa he ya agbakiye wasunwe baba wasunwe mane boy say mane rema matie ladia ma ya se ayo matie ladia ma ya se ayo awu wa so vi ma ya so aro sade be avenu awu wa ya so Power election ma na ya tia me wo Oladia. Oladia nenia. Ogun egwe bi ro pa re bu yen. We nu da na ro ma ke no hia na. No wi yen na imazena no wi yen Christ na imazena. Una ya agme na gbene. Ugo re pastor ta. We do ta mi mai wina no wa wu yori on. Ari Shana TV no ya ta. Ma get it wa. Ari RS TV no ya ta we yo we RS TV. Gloria de wa gbon sun abogi en ogi on ba ogi on yon egbo am we na no lori ebo na lori yon the development here ya la wrong yon back ATM machine ATM ke kana ya withdraw ego lori yon usun wa ya beg ATM ovia wa ya beg mo de geno mo de gbe we no do mo ATM machine pa yo mo no wa Lori ari wa gbon usungu wa ma mo ri ma gbe ko we aladia paso sa ke no mi ze yamu o we mi ro pa ere mu yen awu no yera we talk just now ara TV o ga ale ya gun we ni amu e ko e adori omo we mi no ta wa sungu o wera gori omo ubade ti dole wera yi igo na wi ya de nu e ne commissioner na munu e awe ekpomo ya yi ulodo ne ekpomola wa de e partner ri wo ko down wo mo ya ta down wewu ere take away agwa boa ori omo all the gas eni ya na Nigeria ya iko na Nigeria ne ori omo ni ya value we ma pegeni nugbi na nebo we ulori ari awodu okpa o tebere nebo no ma ge nebo develop ama be wu dana we were wa na e Christ na imazena usuwu we no ma era we mi weru we ete agbo eju enwe ko were yese ni guy enwe ko nu wane wala gbo ya le yu wori on gwa boa degbe ya gbe no we degbe ya gbe no we e paso sa ge se o ma yo pa ya show example ne wa do boyo ekure Pero somo le do se do ye wu se eto ya re e manage o ye egbon wa be on stuff art o me o wa no me stuff art ta gba le governor nu we na to gbo wa iwo dubu we deputy governor ya re Shaibu obe le filling station iri ke no we deputy governor ya ge mi ni ya odubu no rowo o ya molokun euro nigbe ya molokun ye wu no kede Orion, oyamolokun yo. Amamu hospital, amamu stadium, amamu what powerful project. Olokun ya mu yeba. When you work no years in America, 40-something years of America, where will America will stay you for 40-something years? Where me look wa? When my America where? Oh, yeah, why they say not deport where for? Because where we use wa? No years of America, 40-something years. We used to wa deputy governor. Or we bad day. Anyway, ya fin way. Go get inside, my friend. We are there. Pastor against the yamu wa dollar who wa you. Well, at the end of the year, we governor. We make that one part of body. Ladian dubu, where go with form. Yamu 40 million, yamu form. Ladian, where yamu, ya pay 40 million, ya can where you go where are there rame. Ya can where yamu form. Ma, I mean, done over. Why the boy you will, or you will yeki, no one man. A pastor against Yamuna governor. Only when we know ya develop right. Wherever who dana na imagine na we are Christian or soon. On another wherever, baby no man here ya when I mean who down. Now we gonna feel for West or Korean one day. Oh yeah, we see you for the next broadcast. What film video? What film get Christian and imagine 50 million. 50 million is all we do 50 million. Okay, 50 million you pay the salary. Who receive a 50 million, okay, 50 million we take the form. We are here Diogbe, we are the form. Again here. Yeah, there. After we got this when you are well or do borrow way. Anyway. You go no. So no na bless me. Once in a week we be super chat you. So no you. Hello.
Hello, Besta.
Call you. Avec bon ça.
Na be when you buy them in Saturday. Then about me at to say.
Na imagina.
To buy my daughter Rise TV. My maybe I'm over. Then you were to say ọlọ́run àjẹ̀dọ̀ ogún àmẹ́bí ekwe mú ẹ̀ ọlọ́run ọ̀gbọ́n rọ̀rọ̀ nínú ẹgbà òun ẹ̀ ní ẹni gbọ́n àná bíbí ńlá jù àbí yàtọ̀ bá gbọ́ ẹ̀nì lọ́mọ kẹ́kẹ́ ní màá jẹ́ òyìn àyà pín ẹ̀.
èdè wà náà.
ọdún ìtúsẹ̀ lórí ìtúsẹ̀ ní ti pàkọ́ mú gẹ̀ẹ́gẹ̀rù náà bọ̀ mú ebi ẹrù dè mú wà.
Rọ́bíà. Oh,
okay, Daddy, I did you a pastor or here on you or Mano Josadi. And you know, where Guarani with me. Huh? My love here, a mother, okay, I love you. It must actually weird to look at the yes. I've been with that. The women, when I'm done, oh, this I love you, they could be happy. No. You know, you could have to no man ballad. Even you are watching my brother. Off work, babe. Again, we can okay. Off work, babe. Why I work, babe? When you are the pastor, I have in Latin. Area where you have in Latin. I need 3 color before I go. I head this call. 3 color. What the you? Why get gear? What about telling what the you? What the you? Hello. Hello. Hello, man of the truth. I know.
Off work, man. Oh yeah. Robio. Nei masenana. Get gear.
I saw there my people.
Where one of you from your man.
What was he?
Christian, Nei masena. Ei masene.
Nei masena. I tell you, when I got here, you know. Eh? Kẹ́rin náà ta wúnú, wọ́n gbọ́gbọ́ àwa gbọ̀n. Ẹ̀yin lè tó ni wọ́n ní wàá mú di àṣẹ wọ́n máa lẹ́kẹ̀rẹ́ di ọ́ni. Wọ́n lọ wáyé di àgbèrè àmì. Ewé bọ̀ wà mẹ́mẹ́ kí a mú kí a ti palà ọ́. Ìyá dé tó, wọ́n tó wọ́n mẹ́ dé tó. Ní yá ti palà wá, wáyé lè gbé ìrọ̀lẹ́ di à. Àwọn ọmọ bọ́ wọn fẹ́ mi dé pọ̀ lọ yá ti palà wá. Àbí gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀tì tó bọ́ náà wé lẹ̀. Gọọmenti
no.
Lọ ìbò wa ni ọ̀yà dépò lọ́yà sípàlà wa wáyé lè gbọ́ níbẹ̀. Èyí wọn nàpa nà mí o. Àmọ́ ẹni gbọ́ níbẹ̀ wé ti bẹ̀. Yẹ wá zu wa, àwọn gọọmenti dán. Ìyá akọ ayẹ pé yẹn pa. Lẹ́yìn zọrọ lọ́yà lẹ́yìn. Wọ́n máa mú ẹ̀rì máa gbé kọ̀wé. Ìpátá rororo. Ó wáyà tó ògì. Ẹbí yẹn máa yí ọkùnrin náà nídẹ̀. Ó kú ọkùnrin náà ẹ̀ máa. Ọ̀dẹ́kẹ̀rẹ̀. Èyí miss blood. My father is from there, my mother is from there, my grandmother is from there, my great-grandfather is there.
Iya mweko na koere, Christine imazena, iya weta mweko koere. Oma ere.
Oku ya kono wa Emma China. Emma Musu wa gbo. Awon wa we wa do asogi. Abi ikiya mali go on by those state ni. Ina ni go ya ja u. Even ya ha we la so even ya le ga. Pin ya ke la dia. Even on like those state ni iya ga. Iya ga na no ya no vote ni ya. No technique. Don't think you want worry and goze. I don't the before I don't mate kona I call you mate do. And you pack the war. I'm your one roy, you want to go. Who for you know? Yeah, that did not know here. I visit the Agika. I visit the law. Any Agika. Warrior dona. A party to party. Yeah, that you must not walk here. Who put my man of Guajo? Party everywhere. When government is one. When I get where I'm here, we are better woman is here.
Off work, man. The last caller, one more call. What you read? What all of you are? Even you couldn't win one. I get here. Last caller. Get here. What you read? Nobody comment section there. Oh yeah. No. Unea le pe kusi na mak pe na. Uwe na mak pe no la lo. Omo agboria. Na imazena. Last caller. Get here. What you read? What meant to do you pass ya back here? What you read? Who is the last caller?
My business is to give them high blood pressure.
As they see with us, we go pain them. As they pain them, we go they see with us.
My business is.
Gear. Who is the last caller? Oh, now may somebody call him. Make una come talk to this Chris in Imazena. I need one more call before I call her day. Pastor come and come talk say government not do anything for Orion. This man when they brush, they use this man they wire pekus where they don't wash. We know they see her for party when basket they go. Now they fed the reach there. Wabwa. Wavi aladia wari bu aladia. Usungu ogyoba. Usungu wagbon. Why me na on e gwan yati fat is there? Why me what gwan yati fat is there? Nwe do na to gbo wagbon. O yan e Christ na imazena. Ukpori awon e ma. ATM machine kekere ya withdraw igo ero re. Hospital ro school re pa ro. Ori awon me gas. Nigeria ya pakigo. Uwe ameti uwa. U lori ari. Vote wo yak bana. Even PDP only a problem, election problem do. APC more not make mistake. Make una give Pastor Sage Zayamu the ticket. Puto. The Wabeg election is going to be the easiest election. The easiest so far. Every pastor now. What Lord here the
My business is to give them high blood pressure.
As they see with us, you go dey pain them. As they pain them, you go dey see with us.
My business is
what Lord here the. Are we in the Imazena? Yeah, a bishop ega mo dia kesi ma amade de download email. Yeah, you look at support a pastor. POI. Mu you na no pastor na togbo. Where governor we wa. Uwo pa we wala lo kian. Awu na ma gbe. Loru wori omo. Lori ari. Degbe lajian, ma bere wana hewe. That people una bye-bye. See you for the next broadcast. Happy Sunday to you all. POI all the way. Tell your people, may they bring out their APC membership card. May they take vote for Pastor Osaigi Ize Yamu. APC, make no make mistake. Osomole, remove your hand for this matter. Remove your hand. Okay? This direct primary, make una let them be free and fair. Let us know people when get the crowd.